Okay, I think we're back. Hopefully, this actually plays this time. I'm not hearing anything. Damn, I still can't hear audio from my browser. Let me exit out of that. Quit Discord. Damn. Yeah, I'm still not getting audio from my browser. Are you guys able to hear me? Type a 1 if you guys can hear my voice. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear my voice. Okay, you guys can hear my voice. Okay. I just got to fix my desktop audio for whatever reason. That totally messed up. Yeah, unfortunately, my sound card tends to have problems with Windows 10. Okay, that should have fixed it. And let's go ahead and hop back into Discord. Inflightmuzik. Moment of truth. And there it is. There it is, folks. And I've had about every single type of issue when it comes to live streams. But luckily, when it comes to audio, it usually doesn't take too long. But I think where we left off was right in here somewhere. Yeah, I've had to do that before too, Statin. Uninstalling my audio driver and restarting it. But yeah, fortunately I didn't have to do that. Yeah, that's where we left off at. Yeah, it was just a start of one of Simo's loops. Let's see here. Got a bunch of messages. Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll start up here. I'll kind of breeze through these and then we'll get to the new ones. Yeah, I was like, what are you spamming for? Some drill. Damn, yeah, David Treasure with some drill. Man, he's got the rhythm and the drums down. Sound selection's on point too. Levels sound fine. Yeah, that track's good to go. Another one from David Treasure, aka Silver Fox. Yeah, he usually makes like dancehall or reggaeton. So it's definitely refreshing hearing something like drill come from David Treasure. And this sounds really different too. This is the same guy, if you guys weren't paying attention. Speaking of paying attention. Yeah, I don't know how to describe this track really. What does he have it listed as? Yeah, he just named it, and that was it. Named it Lick. Yeah, not sure how to classify that in terms of sound selection and the rhythm of that. I'm not sure how to categorize that really. Sounded like a practice track, like a warm-up track. Especially coming after that drill beat that you just had. Long intro. Or it wasn't even a long intro, it's just that the beat is slow, so the intro just kind of felt like it was dragging. That chord progression sounds really familiar. I can't put my finger on it, but like early 2000s. Yeah. What was that, chill hop you said? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think the best track out of those three was the drill track for sure, though, in terms of overall production. Crisscross with some old school boom bap vibes for some A$AP Rocky, Kanye West, Schoolboy Q. The mix is just a little off, so like the that sound, that instrument that comes in right there, right here, it's a little too loud, but I think it's more of an EQ issue more than anything, because it just pokes out of the mix a little too much, and you kind of want that to sit inside of the mix, if that makes sense. Maybe warm it up with some saturation, but cut out some of the highs. Really just depends. And then, of course, just turning it down a little bit might be all you need to do. Yeah, I can hear the Juice WRLD vibes for sure. Yeah, the guitar and all that for sure. And then I think this is just going to repeat. Let me cut towards the end here. A little change up right here on the outro. Oops. pretty cool, pretty cool. I like that one more than the first one. Another one from Crisscross. Huncho Jack asked, why did I disappear from the streams? Just had some other things to focus on for about a month. But it was all related with all this, with the streams and the other channel. And I just started a gaming channel as well. But that's more just for fun. I'm not really taking that seriously at all. I'm just, I just figured if I'm going to spend any of my free time doing something like gaming, which I just started doing because of the new computer setup that I just got, I figured I might as well just post it and, you know, just have it there. But yeah, I'm not really promoting it or anything. Oh yeah, Huncho. Yeah, I got the new PC. It's rocking. It's awesome. I am still in the process of upgrading it though. I'm gonna get an additional solid state hard drive, another terabyte to throw in here, and I want a new graphics card because that's where I skimmed out on the computer overall, was the graphics card. I got something that was like, you know, bottom of the barrel pretty much, which is why this stream is in 720 instead of 1080. But yeah, I was getting a lot of dropouts while I was gaming and doing stuff like that. So yeah, I think my next investment will be a graphics card so I can do 1080p streaming on not just here but for my gaming channel as well. OG Bobby Josh, OG Bobby Josh. If any of you guys game, type in the chat what type of games you guys play, or what your favorite games are to play right now that you guys are playing right now.
Wipe a nigga out like an outbreak. Wipe him out. Chopper start bustin', make the house shake. Walk nigga sweeter than a pound cake. Your eyes on your chin, better watch what your mouth say. Watch it. Lean with the footballs, got a nigga trippin'. Fuck it, nigga keep sippin'. Dirty AK with the beam on it. Clip so long I can lean on it. Free my niggas like behind bar. Move 100 pounds for a lawyer, beat the charge. Take down, run it back like Marshall Falk. If a nigga try to rob, fucking hit him with the hoe. Word on the street, I'm a suspect.
This song's fire. I like the beat with the lyrics and
Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Josh. OG Bobby Josh. OG Bobby Josh.
yeah, that's fire. Let's see, we have some World War Z. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to conquer right now. I have a pretty solid team right now of people on World War Z. So yeah, I think I'm going to beat that a few times, get all my characters maxed out. Some Skyrim players. GTA or Destiny 2. Yeah, I thought about Destiny 2. I don't think I'll get into it though. Some Paladins. Yeah, I was thinking about doing Paladins. Modern Warfare. Yeah, I downloaded Warzone. So yeah, I have they just introduced quads. So I have a quad squad. I have a quad squad ready to go for Warzone. But yeah, I'm playing a lot of World War Z. Trying to play some more Warzones. Warzone. I'd like to get into Paladins again. I'm trying to convince my World War Z guys to do it. But yeah. But yeah, if you guys are interested in checking out the gaming channel, it's Inflightmuzik Gaming. It's on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, I even started a Facebook page for it. But yeah, again, it's nothing that I'm taking seriously. So I'm not following any of the traditional rules because I'll be playing like whatever I want to play, which you're not supposed to do, I guess. Couldn't find that track. What? Oh, the mixtape. Yeah, we'll check that out towards the end. Oh, I guess that makes sense. That's why it's free. Yeah, when I found out Destiny 2 was going to be free, I was like, oh, maybe I'll pick that up. And then I ended up not. But yeah, I figured it would be a lot of DLC. That's what I love about Path of Exile. I play a lot of Path of Exile. That's probably my favorite game right now. It's turning into my favorite game of all time, to be for real. But it's 100% free, not pay to play, nothing. Like, it's just straight up. This sounds like something one of my friends would have made back in the day. Just a little too repetitive. Just a little too repetitive. But again, if you get the right rapper on there, it won't matter. But yeah, really simple sound selection, very repetitive. Yeah, when you get a beat like that, try to find like one little thing to make it unique. One little thing that makes it memorable, and you'll be set. Because there's nothing technically wrong with that beat at all. Like I said, you get the right rapper on it, it's not going to matter. But if you could find something that makes the right rapper want to get on it, you know, that's really the key. Yeah, I tried. I still have Warframe installed. But yeah, I just have too many other games that I'm more interested in compared to Warframe right now. 8 a.m. What's up, man? Am I excited for Cyberpunk? I'm excited to watch people play Cyberpunk. I don't have time to get into an RPG type looking. Yeah, I don't have time for a game that looks that inclusive or that intensive. But it looks dope as hell. So yeah, I'll definitely sneak some peeks here and there. This was a little too repetitive as well, but again, same exact critique as the other track. I like the energy though, and the overall vibe. Like that's definitely, you know, you got the imagery right with the thumbnail there. Simo said he made a psytrance drop in under an hour. Yeah, I like to take my time when it comes to EDM. I've kind of started doing that with my trap beats as well. I used to rush through them a little too much. But I think it was more because of the habit that I kind of built when I did my 30-day beat challenge. Like, I just wanted to make a beat as fast as I could so I could get on with the rest of my day. Yeah, I've just heard so many beats like that where it's just like super Halloween vibes, where like it just feels weird hearing a beat like that that's when it's not that time of year. But it's very, very like on the nose, like Happy Halloween, you know? Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have the imagery that's in the background where it's like, it looks like a haunted mansion or something like that. So I think you can hear that as well.
Get ready for the next battle.
Sounds a little too on the nose, if you get what I'm saying. Almost sounds like some vaporwave or something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't imagine like an artist or anyone getting on that, but that might be something that could work on a YouTube or a Spotify playlist for sure. That used to be my favorite car, Toyota Supra. The new ones are hideous. Ocelot said every day is Halloween. This vibe is way different from the other beats that you posted. The vocals are like EDM vibe, but you don't have the reverb that you typically have. That reminds me, I gotta buy vintage verb today. I want to buy that today so I don't forget. I want to buy that before Saturday because I want to use it in during the live session. Yeah, tune in Saturday, guys, if you want to see me cook up live on Saturday. But yeah, I'll be using the new, or not the new, but new for me, vintage verb. Because that thing's like instant sauce. I have a handful of plugins that are just like instant sauce to me that I want to feature on Saturday session. But yeah, this beat is like way different from the other beats that he submitted. But yeah, the vocals are just like dry versions of EDM vocals that you would usually have like drenched in reverb. And then you have like this R&B poppy guitar going. Cool track. Cool track. I would be interested to hear what Ian Dior would do on that. Or any rapper that has more of a melodic flow. I think that would be pretty interesting. Am I from Canada? No, I'm about 4 hours outside of Canada, though. Super is a dream car for sure. Yeah, the old one. Vintage Verb is literally breaking the entire reverb game. Yeah, yeah, it's one of those tools where it's like, you know, back in the day before there was like digital like VSTs, you know, you would have specific pieces of gear that people would be like, yeah, there's nothing else that really sounds like it, and you can't really put your finger on it. Well, Vintage Verb is like the software version of that. Like there's so many reverb plugins out there, but Vintage Verb has its own sauce. Hey, Mini Shooter, where'd you submit your beat? Did you submit it in the beat critique section? This is chill. V6 Mustang. Oh my god. One of my friends, one of my roommates in college, he used to have a V6 Mustang. It was one of the cars he started off with. But hell, like 2 years later, he had a freaking Cobra. He went from a V6 Mustang to a freaking, yeah, Cobra. And not just any Cobra, it was like an award-winning show car. Like won a bunch of trophies and shit. But then he totaled it. That was cool. Again, really different from the other tracks. That one was more lo-fi, so that's pretty cool. Crisscrossing it up, staying true to his name. A V6 Mustang? A crazy starter car? Nah. That's not a crazy starter car. But I started with a Chevy Cavalier. They don't even make those anymore. Yeah, this is like gonna kick in my limiter. That was me fluctuating the volume, and you heard some fading in and out, so that wasn't the mix. What's up, David Treasure? Dude, the choir right there was intense. Fruity soft clipper. Oh my god. Oh man. I was definitely thinking the Pro L2 Fab Filters, Pro L2. Yeah, Pro L2. Like some rounds of that would sound pretty good on here. Aton, do you have any Fab Filter plugins? But right here, That's something that I would do with a choir. Like, that was freaking, yeah, that was on point. Yeah, Aton, I can tell, like, that's one thing that would improve your finished tracks before you put them on SoundCloud. Like, for whatever reason, I don't even own them yet. I plan on getting them eventually. Not all of them, but I specifically want to get the L2 and their Pro Q3. I'm actually going to look at their prices right now. I'm not sure if they're full price or not right now. But yeah, just something about that L2, like, it's just so much cleaner and transparent than everything else that's out there. Simo says Fab Filter is overhyped. But yeah, try the try the demo out for sure. That's what I would do. What are you mastering with? Simo says he would only get their compressor or Saturn. Saturn makes sense, but their compressor, yeah, their compressor is actually pretty dope. I mean, all their plugins are dope, but yeah, Saturn stands out for sure, and their L2 stands out. And Pro 3, like, Pro Q3 just makes all other EQ plugins look stupid. Like, it's what you would think every EQ plugin should do. Like, you expect that those features to be in every EQ plugin because they're so basic. But moving on. Yeah, I have a ton of new plugins that I'm going to show off. Oh, hey, congratulations. You've received 100 messages with Restream Chat. Congrats, you guys. Oh, you know what else? I think we might be over 9,000 on YouTube, on my tutorial channel. Let me check that real quick. We are at... Oh my god! We are at exactly 9,000 subscribers on my tutorial channel. So I appreciate each and every one of you. We're probably over 9,000. So, yeah. If any of you guys watch anime or Dragon Ball Z, then you understand why 9,000 is such a big number compared to 10,000. Damn, I'm gonna have to like drop a free something or something. I'll do that at 10K for sure. That way people aren't like, why is he giving this away for free? I've wanted to try the Sonable EQ. There's another EQ, the Gulfos EQ. I think that one might be better. But yeah, they're both doing similar things. I think even Isotope does something similar now too with their newest versions of their plugins. I'd have to recheck that. I'd have to look back into that. But no, I still haven't really tried any of those smart EQs yet. But every example that I've ever heard, definitely EQs better than what I can do. Even people that don't even know what they're doing with those plugins, like they'll go in there and like just the way that EQs, like I would never EQ like that as a human being. So yeah, it's doing things that that no human would ever make a decision to do like on their own. And it's doing it really fast and it sounds really good. So Yeah, AI. AI. I won't ever use AI to compose, but I'll definitely use AI to mix and master. That's for sure. But I mean, the whole reason I make music is a lot of it is selfishness. Like I do it for myself. Like it just feels good to make music. Like I actually enjoy making music. That's why I don't use like loops or samples. I'm not a sample based producer. Like I actually like making the music itself. Let's go to Meta Beats. Aton, that track was incredible. But yeah, um, yeah, your mastering could probably sound more open if you had a slightly different chain. But I'm thinking specifically like a Fab Filter Pro L2 could help out. Another drill beat. You know, ever since I called you guys out on the drill beats lacking, you guys have done nothing but improve your drill beats. I've been thoroughly impressed with these, especially now that, you know, I had to educate myself on like what the hell they even are supposed to sound like, because I just heard like I heard more bad drill beats than good drill beats. So I just thought that drill beats as a genre was just like a crappy genre. But yeah, I was just wrong about that. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone on Fiverr right now that basically just uses Lander to do their mastering. I would never use that. I wouldn't use it for free. I mean, I would use it for free to see what it sounds like, but I mean, I wouldn't just use Lander. Like I could guarantee, almost guarantee I'm gonna have a better master every single time. One of my PC specs, you saw Linus in my recommended. Yeah, that dude's cool as hell. Yeah, I have a Ryzen 3700X. I only have 8 gigs of RAM because even my most intensive FL Studio projects use 2 gigs of RAM. So really the 8 gigs of RAM are just for rendering videos, and compared to my last computer, this computer renders videos literally like something like it's over 10 times faster. It's crazy. It's insane. So yeah, I don't need more RAM than that. The only mistake that I made with my computer was getting just the lowest end of graphics card. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy a new graphics card so that I can stream in 1080. I think that would be really, really nice. But yeah. Keiju. Yeah, you're talking about the guy that does the snake oil videos. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. Oh yeah, White Sea Studios. I think that's the studio he works out of. I think it's literally his studio. He's like, you know what my favorite tape machine plugin is? And then he points to the corner at his tape machine. I think we're talking about the same guy. Yeah, Snake Oil are his best videos. Yeah. So there we go with another drill beat. I think I like the other ones more than this one, but mainly because of the mix. Like this mix just sounded kind of dull, like lackluster compared to the other ones. The other ones just sounded cleaner, sharper. But yeah, everything else was in place though. Nemo, the sampling genius himself. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Nice. 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 Fire, fire, fire. A little change up right here. I see some people are dipping out. Definitely drop a like on the video before you guys head on out, if you can, if you like the video. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. That sounds like something that would do well on Spotify right now, as is. I was probably talking about just random EQ tips, or I was talking about low end. But I don't remember what specific video I was talking about the EQ and Fruity Convolver. I even talk about Fruity Convolver in the video where I was complaining about upgrades that I want in Parametric EQ 3. And one of them was having linear phase EQ. That way we don't have to use the Fruity Convolver EQ because that's the linear phase EQ. The sound selection for the percussion is super on point. I'm just kind of worried about the low end here. Yeah, something's going on with the bass. I wouldn't say that it's out of key, but it sounds like something's fighting or clashing with it. But it doesn't sound like it's the kick. It sounds like the bass is like clashing with itself somehow, if that makes sense, which it doesn't. But that being said, I would just switch out that bass with another bass. That's what I would do. That track was fire, though. too much reverb on a lot of the sounds. So probably decrease the decay, turn down the wet knob a little bit. Yeah, because it's extending out too long and it's causing a lot of extra muddiness. The drums don't sound like they go well with the melodic elements. Yeah. Yeah. You said that that's A minor? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think your first chord is off here. Maybe not. That one's in key for sure. All of this is in key. I was kind of just going through and listening and seeing if you're making the same mistakes. And I think really the overall thing that you're doing is like, there's just a lot of different, like you have a lot of different sources of sounds. Like your sound selection is just a little all over the place. So there's not a lot of cohesiveness between the sounds. A lot of random rhythms. Like this sounds really chill, but I have a feeling the drums are about to do something crazy here. No, you kept them chill. So I was wrong about that one. Okay, so it started off chill, but now you're going like nuts right here. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm just not sure if an artist would really feel like they have space to hop on that. Yeah, Witty Beats mentioned, is it just me or the drum pattern is different from the melodies? Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but I think we're hearing the same thing.
Yo, wake up, it's 8 a.m. Yo, wake up, it's 8 a.m.
Sounds like some early Cash Money AP. What's up, DJ Vivaldi? Yeah, good vibe. Just sounds a little dated. Just sounds a little dated. Yeah, I think that beat would get overlooked with the current landscape of beats right now. It sounds like, you know, something that was done a long time ago. I wouldn't say that there's anything really wrong with your drums. I'd say your hi-hats and your clap are really dry, but yeah, maybe your kick could hit a little harder, but yeah, I think you would end up just turning your bass down more than anything. I like those bells. Yeah, your two drill beats, this one and this one, were your best beats. Like, hands down. Like, it sounds like that's your main genre. Yeah. So if you're trying to sell beats, I would stick to the drill. Oh, that was dope. Yeah, I like the vibe on this one. Good use of the effects. Oh, it's Simo. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, what I was saying about the effects, like good use of, you're not going like crazy with the stutters. Like they're just coming in when they should. Snare has some nice snap to it. Yeah, the sounds aren't really going well together. Yeah, again, your drill beats are where you should stick. For sure. Is that what a Psytrance drop sounds like? I don't know what I was picturing, but I wasn't picturing that. There's literally only one sound. Oh, man. Sounds like some Kingdom Hearts or something. Where is this going? So those are probably stock sounds in FL Studio Mobile, I'm assuming. Yeah, that reminds me, I'm actually going to drop a, not a tutorial, but a video on my tutorial channel about free plugins that you could download onto your phone or iPad or mobile device that are worth getting. For sure. But yeah, I think you would definitely benefit from that for sure. For sure. Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't call that trap. No, that's definitely not trap. No. I'm not sure what I would call that, but and your levels are like kind of all over the place. The snare's like really low. That kick is really low. Doing too much with the hi-hats here. that pitch bend sound, it sounds like it's coming from that guitar pluck sound that you're using. It sounds like you're using a one shot, and then you bent that inside of the piano roll. Like, I can tell, like, it doesn't sound natural. It sounds like very video game-ish. Yeah, I would change the snare because it sounds heavily compressed, or heavily gated, or heavily processed, where like it's literally just a click. I mean, you know what I always say, like, I would just move on to the next beat and just take notes on, you know, what you could improve on. There's no reason to go back and fix old beats. Either the beat is good or it's not.
Yeah, they call me crazy. Yeah.
The main vocal might be a little too loud. Let me turn this down. Yeah, it's too loud. And I wouldn't change that by turning it down or up with your volume fader, or trying to compress it or anything like that. You specifically need to go in and automate the volume of the vocal. So during that intro, it was too loud, so I would turn that down. And then right now it's at like the perfect level, so I would leave this section alone. So yeah, that's going to take some vocal automation, like manually going in there and turning it up and down where it needs to be turned up and, you know, turned down during the different spots. Otherwise, yeah, compression is just going to ruin it, and just turning the whole thing down or up is not going to fix the problem. So. Say goodbye. What's up, Avoid Music? Good to have you here. Peace out, Simone. Catch you in the next one. Say goodbye. Oh no, oh no. Hello, hello. Oh no, oh no. My head is underwater. Everything else sounds good with the vocal. The EQ is good. The reverb and delay is good. Might even be able to add a little bit more reverb. Just really depends. Right now I'm saying that because the vocal is just so extra loud, so it moves the vocal up front. But once you turn it back down, it might tuck it back down into the mix. But still, even then, I'm guessing that you might want a little bit more reverb. Yeah, it sounds a little too dry compared to everything else. Sounds really clean. I think I heard a little mistake there. So it sounds like it's probably those sounds came straight out of like a cymatics pack or something. Like the it sounded like the sample length was kind of off there. Yeah, that one sounds like it's good to go. It says sold, so I'm guessing it's sold. In the chat, he said it's not mixed yet. It sounded fine to me.
Treasure Studio.
Drop that big ol' ass.
The bass is a little too loud. And I think it might be out of key as well. The sound that just came in, it's clashing with the chords you have playing. And I think it just went out of key right here. Yeah, it's out of key right here. Yeah, it's out of key. Yeah, and there's that sound again. It's out of key. But yeah, I like the idea of it. Drums were smacking too. DJ Vivaldi. The piano sounds like it's like really mono and like really far in the back, but I don't hear any reverb, if that makes any sense. So I'm thinking maybe some compression was used on it or something, but it definitely sounds like it's in mono. Yeah, especially for how long it plays for. It would be nice to have that piano nice and spread out in the stereo field, since it's pretty much the only thing that is making any, driving. It's the main thing driving the music right now. Yeah, yeah, I want to keep that piano mono, that's for sure. Change that to more of a stereo sound, just to fill in the beat a lot more. So yeah, he downloaded the FL Studio demo, tried it out, said it does make a difference. The beat had a switch up. That's what we just heard. Yeah, I just think the main thing from here is to just make a whole lot more music, make a whole lot more beats. Yeah, because it sounds like you're just getting started. Yeah, just try to keep finding your sound, what type of music you want to make. so on and so forth, because I can't really quite put my finger on the genre here. Just a lot going on melodically. But yeah, just make a whole lot more music, and then you'll start figuring out exactly what style you're trying to accomplish. And then for someone that's listening, it would be a lot easier for someone to make a critique off of that as well. So there's something else I was going to say too, but I can't remember.
Yo, wake up, it's 8 a.m. Yo, wake up, it's 8 a.m.
Yeah, I really don't hear a problem with your drums at all. I wouldn't worry about your drums, that's for sure. I would just make a whole bunch more beats. Just make sure you finish making the beats. You know, this one's only 38 seconds. I would stay away from dated sounds like that. That Nelly chant. I mean, it's in like 100 songs, but yeah, I would stay away from cliche type sounds like that, because it just sounds cheesy, or it dates the track when you probably don't want to do that. It's interesting. Good start. You do have one vocal that's pitched way out to the left, so you might want to find something to balance that out on the right, or maybe repan that a little closer to the middle. But yeah, it's poking out like way to the left where it's like super noticeable. Those finger snaps are a little too loud. Sounds, yeah, very pop, very commercial, for sure. This sounds like it's straight out of the same pack. Those vocal slices might be a little too loud. You have a little too much limiting or something going on here where you're having a lot of distortion coming in. That happens sometimes where you filter out sounds, so you might want to take another look at that right there. Yeah.
Treasure Studio.
I would just change out the bass sound. It sounds really old. Just doesn't have the type of oomph that I feel like this track could really benefit from. Yeah, it works melodically, musically. It all makes sense. But yeah, I guess that bass is just a little the one thing that kind of stood out to me on that one. But yeah, overall, your production has improved for sure since not just since we started the streams, but since the last time we streamed even. I like the I like the melodies, the chord progression, the sound selection. It just sounds like it needs to be leveled out a little differently. Yeah, maybe turn up the instruments. Sounds like, yeah, the instruments might be a little low. Now here it sounds like the instruments are nice and loud, but the drums need to be nice and loud too. Yeah, the clap needs to smack a little harder. Beat is fire though. Yeah, I like that one. DJ Vivaldi. Sounds like some synthwave. I like this switch up right here. Well, this part sounds pretty cool too. But yeah, overall, pretty well put together synth pop track. I wouldn't necessarily call that trap, but yeah, synth pop for sure.
Larry fucking beats, nigga.
Yo, wake up, it's EDM. Yo, wake up, it's EDM.
Yeah, so 8am asked, he's not sure if he's gotten me to critique this before. No, he hasn't. But he got a placement with it, and he was wondering what made it stand out and how is it better than his other beats. Two things. One is the gate that you have on your melodies that creates rhythm, and that's something that I try to explain to producers. Like when you make your melodies, you got to also think about rhythm, not just pitches. So it's about what you don't play as well as what you do play. So when you introduce something like a trance gate, it literally takes out sections of the song in musical rhythm. So when you have that for a rapper, it's just like really inviting for them to hear a bounce or hear a vibe or hear a pocket for them to start rapping to immediately. And then number two, after you already had that established, you came in with an overly loud 808. But since you didn't have a lot of other instruments and sounds playing, it actually made sense. I would still say it's too loud, but for the rapper, they probably loved hearing that. Hearing that, okay, the beat already has rhythm, I already have my pocket going. Now I just need this to hit hard. And then when you had that 808 come in the way that it did, yeah, that makes it an easy sell. And then you have this nice sample in the background, which is a really nice sample on its own, but it's also a nice indicator for when the chorus or the hook is there. And that's all you need for a beat. Good rhythm / bounce, whatever you want to call it, rhythm / bounce, pocket, whatever. And an enticing something that makes the beat stand out, where you could say, oh yeah, that one beat with that really big 808 in the background, like that's what this beat is probably known for. And three would be good arrangement, like having an obvious intro, an obvious verse, and an obvious hook. Like no rapper wants to be bouncing around the beat trying to figure out where his verse is supposed to go. So yeah. Yeah, and that also goes to show you that you don't have to have these perfect mixes to get placements. That's why I was saying to whoever it was earlier that your drums weren't an issue. Like they're mixed just fine. Like I personally go above and beyond to try to make my mixes sound better than everyone else's, but I like genres like EDM, and a lot of EDM producers aren't just, making beats. Like they're also engineering a lot of what you hear. So just by my nature, just by liking the idea of sound design and engineering, that's why I am the way that I am. But you don't have to be like trying to get a perfect mix before a rapper even raps on it. Like, one, that's impossible. And two, like, yeah, if you're not dealing with a genre like EDM, like there's no point. Like EDM, like you're putting out the finished product. That's not what you're doing with a beat. Like you just need those three elements that I was telling you about before: a good rhythm / bounce / pocket, whatever you want to call it. An obvious arrangement, you know, good intro, verse, hook, and a sound that makes, you know, something that makes it stand out to where you could say in one sentence, oh yeah, that one beat where blah, blah, blah. That the whistle beat, the flute beat, the guitar beat, the 808 beat, you know, something that makes that beat stand out. But yeah, if you have those three things, you don't have to have, you don't even have to have a good mix. For real. Is this where he's going? Sounds cool, but it just sounds like straight out of a pack. Like it just sounds very like a lot of those packs are just like so hyper processed. Either that or you're just doing a lot of processing. That sounds dope. That hook with the flute, that's fire. Chris Brown Dreams type beat.
Witty beats go crazy.
Yeah, this one's nice and open and definitely has a lot of room for an artist. But yeah, just basic chords, and then you have that vocal. Nice little transition effect here. Oh, Witty Beat said that he made everything in these tracks. So, yeah, he's just doing a lot of processing.
Witty beats go crazy.
Maybe add even a little more swing on the percussion there, because it still sounds a little too straight on. Like if you add a little more groove to
they
it,
call me the Lord of War,
I feel like that would be nice.
but perhaps it is you.
It's not.
Maybe a little too much of the wow/flutter. Yeah, maybe just a hair too much. What's good, Madison? Yeah, definitely drop a like on the video if you guys haven't already. We're down to our last 3 beats or so. Again, I'll be back tomorrow night at 5 p.m. United States Eastern Time. And then that'll be for another beat critique. And then we'll be back Saturday as well. And I'll be cooking up Saturday. I like that pad that you have going on in the background. The sound selection reminds me of some Manny Fresh from back in the day. But well put together track, I feel like, overall.
Yo, wake up, it's EDM. Yo, wake up, it's EDM.
Bro said rap, what is you doing, nigga? I'm just so used to the trap, flipping the bag. I'm in the trenches, I'm from a place where they aim at your cap. Pull up in ranges all black, pull up in demons attack. I put the racks in the bag and so is a tag. The hitters pulled up and they snatch. Hitters go hard in an instant, so watch where you dissing. The bullets go off any second, so watch where you step.
I like that you had the synth bass and 808 switch up. That's something that I try and do in like all my beats.
Flaming that stuff and it's back to the entrance. Watch when you mention Glock is extended. Reach for the chain and get faded like blessings. I took his top of the west and now I'm just messing. Ran his ass down and we pressed it. Sorry, I lost the objective. It's back to the entrance. Walk in my trap, you won't exit. You can get hit by the gang though. Big Dirty Revy the Django. Heard that he had it.
Yeah, there's just plenty of space for him to rap.
He got his man smoke. That's an example. You can get rich.
Like the bells are like nice and sparse in terms of their rhythm, like how often those are playing, which makes it so that when you do have fast hi-hat rolls, they don't sound too crazy. Like it just sounds like you have space for those rolls and the rapper doesn't feel overwhelmed to rap on top of that. Versus having the melody do something crazy and the drums are doing something crazy and now you expect the rapper to rap on top of that. Rap something crazy. So
rich in this bitch, but living this life is a gamble. From where you can't go. Circle with
yeah, some people just think that you need to go even harder than you went before when you get a placement. No, keep doing the same shit that you're doing.
Yo, wake up, it's EDM. Yo, wake up, it's EDM.
I'd say that open hi-hat is a little too loud. I would turn that down a little bit. the bells stand out more than the hi-hats. Sound like high-tech bells. I haven't heard bells that sound like that. Because it sounds like they're being reversed as they're being played at the same time or something. Yeah, I can't really put my finger on that. They sound dope. DJ Vivaldi. I think I've heard this one before.
Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, I've heard this one. It's one of those beats where it's hard to tell where it's going. Oh, what'd I do? Yeah, I feel like a lot of the sounds are from like really different genres or something. But it has like this, I don't know, overall just a playful vibe to it just because it is like the melodic nature of it. But even the sound selection has like a really playful vibe to it. I'd say the vocal chops might have been a little too loud, but I would just keep it. I'd keep it as is because I think that would sound pretty dope. And like I'm picturing myself DJing and having that play on the dance floor at like a wedding or something. I think that would sound really dope. Yeah, good processing on it too. Very DJ Snake. The either the kick or the bass is too loud here. They're clashing. What's up, Nobody Likes You? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and Saturday I'll be cooking up live as well. I'm not sure what time Saturday though. Probably just like whenever I wake up. Yeah, definitely very melodic for sure. I don't know if I would call it trap, but yeah, definitely really melodic, specifically with the bells. I'm not sure if I would keep this the sound that you had on the left. Sounds kind of out of place compared to the other sounds, but I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Mega Mads with a track called Indica. I like that name. I was hoping for it to drop. You know, I was expecting some like Spanish guitars, something very like Narcos to come in, because like the background was perfect for that, but nothing happened along those lines, which was kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate. Yeah, so I feel like we missed out on an opportunity there. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I'm going to be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. United States Eastern Time, and then I'll be back Saturday, the very next day, for a cook-up, which I told you guys a month ago that I was going to be doing a lot more cook-ups as well. Another thing that I'm contemplating is actually testing out whether or not I want to combine this channel with the tutorial channel once again. I'm leaning towards no. I kind of like the more intimate setting, having this channel separate. Yeah, I think I just kind of made up my mind again right there. So yeah. That being said, yeah, a lot more that on top of that, that'll allow me to do a lot more live streams, because if I combine that with what I have planned for the tutorial channel, that'll just be too many videos coming out in one day, or in 1 week even. But yeah, that being said, tutorials start back up on Monday. The very first one is not necessarily a tutorial, but just a video going over all the different software and tools and plugins that companies are either giving away for free for forever or for a limited time. Mainly for a limited time. Specifically, a lot of these companies are giving away plugins or use to their premium plugins for the next three months or so. Some of them do have like a deadline. Some of them are more just whenever you sign up, you get 3 months of free use. And then others are, yeah, you get use until like July or June or whatever. So, but yeah, that's going to be Monday's video. And then I should have a video on Wednesday as well, going over the plugins for mobile phones. So if you're on FL Studio Mobile, I mentioned this earlier, iPads, things of that nature, there's free plugins out there that sound absolutely amazing compared to the stock ones. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then if I could squeeze it in on Friday, I'll have another video based off of free stuff that will be covering the top, what I consider as the top 10 free VST instrument plugins in 2020. So that's going to be an updated list to my top free synths video. That's like one of my bigger videos on the channel. So I think it's time to update that for sure. Especially since throughout the year, I've had additions that I've added on to that just by doing videos in general. Hope you guys got your stimulus checks. I know a lot of you guys still probably are hurting for money. I know some of you don't even live in the United States. So depending on your country's situation, you might not even know what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, either way, I hope all of you are staying safe out there and staying healthy. And yeah, a lot of free stuff coming to you in the near future here. And of course, I will have some premium stuff later on down the road as well. One of the things that I'm missing is the Inflightmuzik 2020 ear candy pack, which Raphael, he already did the graphic design for it, and it's freaking amazing. I just haven't finished making the kit, but I know that a lot of people have been asking for the ear candy kit. That's going to have like percussion loops, sound effects, transitions, things of that nature. I'm also contemplating working on a one-shot kit, but I'm not sure. Either way, I do have some free stuff coming here in the near future, and the premium stuff will start dropping again later on down the road because I do know that you guys are hurting for money. Yeah, that's pretty much everyone's situation. But yeah, as long as you guys are staying safe out there and staying healthy, I think that's what matters most. So keep doing that. And like I said, I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. United States Eastern Time and sometime on Saturday for a live cook-up. So keep making music, and I'll see you guys in the next one.